When it comes to getting our own way, many of us will use a range of techniques from crying to guilt trips and even shouting, but these don't work online. If you're faced with a Twitter troll, a Facebook friend who lures you into a heated debate, or an angry online commenter, there are a number of techniques you can use to push your point of view. By studying 2 years of forum posts, researchers have discovered which words are the most effective, how using numbers in a post gives it more clout, and when to pick your battles. The research was carried out by Lillian Lee and her PhD students at Cornell University. They analyzed almost 2 years of posts made on the forum site Change My View, a website on which users invite others to challenge their views and present alternative opinions to events. People post statements and questions and invite other users to comment. If a user successfully manages to persuade the original poster, ops, towards a different viewpoint, the OP awards that user with what's known as a delta. They also detail what it was about that user's argument that made them change their mind. From this analysis, the researchers found the detailed explanations revealed a number of trends. Typically, the first person to reply to the thread had a greater chance of swinging the ops view than someone who joined the debate later on, meaning timing is key. This doesn't mean people posting alternative views later on aren't valid or considered, it just means they don't hold as much weight as the first post. Secondly, use words that are different to those used in the original post. For example, if discussing climate change, describing it as global warming in a reply makes more of an impact than using the same terminology as the OP. The study also suggests using calm language to make a point is more effective than swearing or using aggressive terms. In the paper, examples of calm words include those that are softer sounding such as librarian and dull than harsh, sharp words such as terrorism and erection. Professor Lee said that arousal captures the intensity of an emotion, so using less evocative words gets results. She specifically explained that the most persuasive arguments are slightly less happy and emotional. The study also looked at concreteness and dominance. Concreteness reflects the degree to which a word denotes something perceptible or tangible, as opposed to abstract words that denote ideas and concepts. The examples given were justice versus hamburger. Dominance measures the degree of control expressed by a word. Low dominance words can suggest vulnerability and weakness, such as dementia and earthquake, while high dominance words evoke power and success, including completion and smile. During the analysis, there were no significant differences in persuasiveness for concreteness and dominance, but the researchers did find that people's views were more malleable if they used dominant words in their original post as the argument continued, while concrete words in replies were seen as slightly less convincing over time. Longer replies in general also tended to be seen as more persuasive, and were more successful. Elsewhere, using numbers, statistics and examples to back up opinions make people sound more convincing. To push this point, commenters should specifically write E.G, for instance, or I.E before presenting these arguments to strengthen their persuasiveness. Quotes and quotation marks played little role in trying to convince someone, but linking to examples and outside sources did. The researchers also found that one simple, yet surprising, trick can help convince someone of a viewpoint, and that is what's known as hedging. Hedges indicate uncertainty, and an example is, "It could be the case." Although this sounds like it might signal a weaker argument, the researchers said it may make an argument easier to accept by softening its tone. The team also looked at the language used in the original post. People can pick their battles and decide whether or not it's worth engaging in an argument by studying the terms used by the OP. Professor Lee said personal pronouns, such as I suggest a person is more open-minded to persuasion, but the use of the words we and us suggests they are more stubborn. As in replies, people who post more calm and positive words, such as help and please, are more malleable. This is true if they post more adjectives. Stubborn people use more emotive and decisive words including certain, nothing and best. Finally, the researchers found that after 4 or 5 back and forth posts have been made, the chances of swaying someone's view significantly drops. Although these techniques are particularly effective online, they may also prove useful in real-world conversations and debates. Changing someone's opinion is arguably one of the most important challenges of social interaction, the researchers said. In this work, we find that persuasive arguments are characterized by interesting patterns of interaction dynamics, such as participant entry order and degree of back-and-forth exchange. Furthermore, by comparing similar counterarguments to the same opinion, we show that language factors play an essential role. In particular, the interplay between the language of the opinion holder and that of the counterargument provides highly predictive cues of persuasiveness. Finally, since even in this favorable setting people may not be persuaded, we investigate the problem of determining whether someone's opinion is susceptible to being changed at all.